So the 2024 WNBA season was the season that kind of started the current, well, obviously you could argue other things started the growth, but it started the current boom. And these rookies, they were not treated well. They were not treated well at all by their vets. Like the vets, there was 100% some resentment there for all the players, like for a lot of the players, because it was really the first year where they got the big time NIL money. And they got the big NIL money. So obviously, look, there would have been resentment towards the likes of an Angel Reese, but mainly Caitlin Clark right there in the middle. However, Lexi Brown has just essentially confirmed the conspiracy theories that, it was different with this rookie class. Let's take a listen.
I think we have made this a more welcoming environment for this rookie class. Not saying that last year it was like overly hostile by any means, but I feel like one, because I haven't seen it because I haven't been online. The energy feels different this year. Like, as far as these rookies coming in and how the season's starting, like it's overwhelmingly more positive, but also still very competitive.
Overwhelmingly more positive. Like, is anyone surprised? And to be fair, Lexi Brown was obviously somebody who was a Caitlin Clark denier, and then after one game against Caitlin Clark, she was like, oh no, she's legit. So yeah, let's take a listen.
Last year, it was like complete hostility going into the season. Like, it was insane. I never felt that before going into a season. And like the competitiveness, like it wasn't like there was no competition type energy in that. It was just hostile and mean and nasty.
Yep. I think we all kind of saw that, whether it be from the teams themselves. Like, you better believe every single team wanted to make a freaking point against Caitlin Clark. And then early on in the season, once Angel Reese started playing well, she played pretty well early. She did a really good job on Stewie in that first game, and then we saw Alyssa Thomas chokeslam her, but then they get one up over Caitlin Clark continued.
This year, I feel like it's very high level, high energy, competitive, respectful. That's just how I feel personally. I don't know if anybody else feels anything differently, but I feel this season is different for these rookies, and I hope that they feel welcomed to the W, like whether they're in a good...
Hope they feel welcomed. It's bad when you're having to say, like, well, this year's rookies should feel welcomed. Like, how bad was it last year?
Good situation, a not so good situation, whether they make the team, their waves. Like, I hope that we've done a better job as older players and veterans to make this like an enjoyable experience for them.
Oh, wow. Like, in fairness, like, don't know if she was one of the culprits, but when we said the energy last year towards the rookies, they were toxic. They said we don't respect the vets. Yeah. At least she's honest about this year's rookies getting off soft. No one's a threat to them, but don't let players and old heads gaslight you into thinking what happened last year was justified. 100%. We were gaslit from ESPN journalists, analysts, all the way into players saying all the hostility up. People were making all the hostility up, and now it's because we're calling it out. We're the toxic fan base. Yeah. Truth's starting to come out. There's no rookie that felt threatened by this season, and I actually think that could very well be the case. Paige is going to fit in. Like, Paige could be incredible, but Paige is not going to come in and try to freaking take over. She's not going to take over. Like, Paige is not going to walk in and be the best shot blocker in the entire league day one like Cameron Brink. She's not going to walk in and be the best rebounder in the WNBA day one like Angel Reese. She's not going to walk in and be the best guard in the WNBA day one like Caitlin Clark. Well, maybe not day one, but by game 10. Paige is not going to be any of those things. Sonia Citron is going to be fine. But, like, this is when I'm talking about level of player. Is Sonia Citron better than JC Sheldon? I don't know. I don't know. And maybe, like, I rate Sonia Citron highly, but I also rate JC Sheldon relatively highly. But is Anissa Morrow... We don't know what Anissa Morrow or Sanaya Rivers are going to look like, obviously, for Morrow's injured, but Sanaya Rivers completely justify why she hasn't played at all in preseason. Malonga could just be the best of all these players. There's a very good chance Malonga is... If anyone's going to be transcendent in this draft, it's going to be Dominic Malonga. I don't know what the Lynx were doing with Kosu. The Mercury or the Liberty didn't get anybody. Mercury didn't have any players. Mystics... Kiki, fine. Kiki's fine. Kiki's absolutely fine as a player. She's going to be the 4th choice big on that Washington Mystics team. And, like, and Washington Mystics team is probably going to go and cut Lucy Olsen. But, yeah, it is a crazy one. But, yeah, it's just a mad L situation that at least now there's something to go back on. Hostile is an understatement. Yeah. Nasty Angie last year was obvious. She's finally saying the quiet part out loud. And we all know. And again, like, whenever she would try to be on Gilbert Arenas' podcast and she'd be trying to say positive things about Caitlin Clark, someone would come back and try to say something negative, and she'd be like, no, she's the first thing on the scout report. And whenever she tried to be positive, people would come out with something negative. So, look, I'm going to be completely honest here. It is very fair what is, or is very, very true. And, by the way, I mean this when I say this. It is better that this year's rookie class is being treated better. It is better. And you hope that no other rookie class are being treated like the 2024 class. Because the last thing, like, you gotta end the cycle somewhere. Like, in no situation is it ever good when someone's like, oh, you know, we got treated badly, so we're gonna treat the next people up badly. It's like, you gotta end that cycle somewhere. And if this is the year it ends, great for the players. It'll be great for the players. And again, obviously, you want to go and absolutely destroy them. But last year was more than just competitive. Last year, it was a lot more than just competitive. Do we not remember last year? Like, Dejanay Carrington? Like, I literally, for the playoffs, had a Dejanay Carrington bingo. Or had a playoff bingo, and half it was just what Dejanay Carrington will do. I remember the game when Dejanay, I think, stole... Dejanay, was it the third game? Or was the game they won? The Fever won. And Dejanay Carrington hit a 3-point shot and just started running and trying to get in front of Caitlin Clark doing that. And I'm like, that's not competitive basketball. Running around taunting opponents isn't that. And obviously, we know what happened in the playoffs. But there was loads of weird things. Like Victoria Vivian's just turning around and swiping at Caitlin Clark early. Kennedy Carter shouting, you B-word, and blindsiding her. Like, it was just mad. It was just mad all around. But anyway, yeah. That is pretty much it, lads. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.